All right, so we're diving into the world of wig and hairpiece making.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What?
And we're helping you prep for a big interview.
Even better.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got this stack of insights from RoleCatcher
Okay.
and a really cool career guide all about this field.
Nice.
So it's like having backstage passes to interview success,
I like that.
especially for live performance gigs.
Absolutely.
It's a very interesting blend.
It really is.
Okay, so first let's set the stage.
Okay.
What are interviewers really looking for in a wig and hairpiece maker? I mean, beyond just knowing how to sew hair,
Right.
what makes someone stand out,
Yeah.
especially for live performances?
I think the guide really emphasizes the importance of being body conscious.
Body conscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it. A hairpiece for a dancer needs to flow with their movements, not restrict them.
Oh, interesting.
Or a singer's wig can't interfere with their projection.
So it's not just about aesthetics,
Right.
but how the hairpiece impacts the whole performance.
Hmm.
It's almost like creating an extension of the performer's body,
Yes.
not just an accessory.
Exactly. And that's something you can weave into your answers
Yep.
to really showcase a deeper understanding of the craft.
That's a great insight.
Thanks.
Okay, now let's dive into some questions.
Right.
RoleCatcher has a ton of these,
They do.
specific to wig and hairpiece making,
Uh-huh.
so we can really get into the nitty-gritty of how to answer them.
The more you practice, the more confident you'll be.
Right.
And RoleCatcher's AI can even help you tailor your answers for a specific role.
Right, like having a personal coach in your pocket.
Exactly.
Okay, first up, what experience do you have in wig and hairpiece making?
Okay.
It seems pretty basic,
Right.
but I bet there's a strategy to answering it well.
Absolutely. Don't just list jobs or courses.
Okay.
Think about the skills that you developed.
Okay.
Did you take a sewing class where you learned meticulous attention to detail?
Yeah.
That's directly applicable to crafting delicate hair pieces.
So it's about highlighting transferable skills.
Yes.
Even if you haven't worked professionally as a wig maker yet,
Right.
you probably have experiences that demonstrate your abilities.
Exactly. Maybe you've helped friends with their hair for costume parties or theatrical productions.
Right.
That shows initiative and passion, even if it wasn't a paid gig.
And remember, RoleCatcher can analyze job descriptions.
Yes.
And suggest which skills to emphasize.
Right.
It's like having an AI whisperer translating what the hiring managers really want to see.
Exactly. Okay, ready for another question?
Bring it on.
How do you ensure the wig or hairpiece you create looks natural? This one is all about showcasing your artistry and attention to detail.
Yeah, because a wig that looks like a wig is a disaster,
Oh, totally.
especially in live performance where everything's under bright lights.
Absolutely. You need to talk about matching color texture, understanding head shape,
Okay.
all those subtle things that create a believable illusion.
Right.
Think about specific techniques that you've mastered, maybe ventilating or blending different hair types.
And don't forget, this is where passion shines through.
Oh, yeah.
The guide talks about how wig making is a true art form.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're genuinely excited about creating believable transformations, let that enthusiasm show.
Absolutely. Okay, next question. How do you keep up with the latest trends in wig and hairpiece making?
Ooh, this is where you get to prove you're not just skilled,
Yes.
but also a lifelong learner, right?
Exactly. Mention industry publications, events, online communities, anything that shows you're actively engaged in the craft.
The guide specifically mentioned the Wig Maker's Journal.
Oh, nice one.
That would be a great one to drop.
Yes, and remember, be specific about trends. Instead of just saying sustainable materials,
Yeah.
talk about those new plant-based fibers that are becoming popular.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It shows you're not just following trends,
Right.
but actually understand the innovations happening in the field.
And speaking of innovation, RoleCatcher can keep you updated on what skills are in high demand right now.
Oh, cool.
That way you can tailor your answers to match what employers are looking for.
Smart. It's like having a finger on the pulse of the industry.
All right, ready for a big one.
Oh,
Can you describe your process for creating a custom wig or hairpiece?
here's where it gets really interesting.
I know, right?
This is your chance to walk them through your approach from the initial consultation to the final adjustments.
Right. Show them you're organized, detail-oriented, and have a system in place.
Yep.
The guide highlights understanding the designer's vision.
Okay.
So be sure to mention how you collaborate with them.
And think about specific examples.
Yes.
Maybe a time you had to get creative with a difficult design.
Right.
Or troubleshoot a problem.
Uh-huh.
It shows you can handle challenges and think on your feet.
And remember, RoleCatcher has a massive database of interview questions and answers
That's right.
specific to wig making.
Yeah.
You can practice this question and get AI feedback on how to structure your response for maximum impact.
It's like having a script doctor for your interview.
Exactly. Okay, we're on a roll. What's next?
I don't know. You tell me. What's next?
Yeah. Let's tackle a question that can be a bit tricky.
Okay.
How do you handle difficult clients or situations? Everyone's encountered a challenging personality at some point.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the universal truth of any creative field.
Yeah.
You're collaborating, bringing visions to life, and sometimes those visions clash.
Exactly. But here's the key. They're not looking for someone who avoids conflict.
Right.
They want to see how you navigate it professionally.
So it's all about demonstrating your communication and problem-solving skills.
Right. Think about a specific example.
Okay.
Maybe a client who wasn't happy with the initial fitting or a last-minute change that threw you off. How did you handle it? What steps did you take to resolve the issue?
And remember, it's not about placing blame. The guide emphasizes staying calm, listening actively, and finding a solution that works for everyone.
Yes, and you can even tie it back to that body conscious concept we talked about earlier.
Right.
Maybe the client wasn't happy with the way a wig moved during a dance rehearsal.
Right.
By explaining how you adjusted the design to improve the performer's movement, you're showcasing your expertise, your ability to handle feedback gracefully.
That's a really smart way to connect those dots.
Thanks.
And it shows you're not just a wig maker, but a problem solver who understands the nuances of live performance.
Exactly. Okay, here's another classic. How do you manage your time when working on multiple projects at once?
The eternal struggle of every creative professional. Deadlines, multiple productions, last-minute requests. It can feel like a juggling act sometimes.
But that's why this question is so important.
Right.
We want to see how you prioritize, organize, and stay on top of things.
So think about specific systems or tools that you use. Maybe you have a color-coded calendar or project management app that keeps you on track.
And don't just tell them that you're organized. Show them. Describe how you break down complex projects into manageable tasks.
Right.
How you allocate your time realistically. And how you track your progress to meet those deadlines.
And if you're not already using a system, RoleCatcher can actually recommend tools and techniques based on your specific needs.
That's right. They've got a whole section on time management tips for creative professionals.
Cool.
And their AI can even analyze your work style and suggest strategies that might work best for you.
It's like having a personalized productivity coach.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to a question that might make some people cringe. How do you handle constructive criticism?
Oh, boy.
This one can be tough, but it's also a chance to shine. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
And the ability to accept feedback gracefully is a valuable skill in any field, especially in collaborative environments like theater or film.
So what's the key to answering this well?
Authenticity.
Okay.
Don't just say you're open to feedback.
Right.
Everyone says that.
Yeah.
Think of a specific time when you received constructive criticism.
Okay.
How you processed it and what you learned from the experience.
The guide mentions that the best answers showcase how you turn feedback into improvement. So maybe you received a note about the durability of a wig. And that led you to research new materials or reinforcement techniques.
That's a great example. It shows you're not just accepting criticism passively, but actively using it to grow as a professional.
And remember, RoleCatcher has a ton of resources on how to frame your answers to these types of questions.
Yes.
They can even analyze your tone of voice and body language during practice sessions to help you come across as confident and receptive to feedback.
Exactly. Okay, ready for another technical challenge.
Uh-oh.
Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a problem with a wig or hairpiece?
Oh, I bet there's some stories behind this one.
Oh, yeah.
Live performance can be unpredictable.
For sure.
Wigs get snagged, hairpieces come loose, things happen.
And this question is all about how you handle those unexpected moments. It's about showcasing your problem-solving skills, your ability to think on your feet, and your commitment to finding solutions even under pressure.
So think about a specific example. Maybe a wig malfunctioned right before a show. Or you discovered a flaw in a hairpiece at the last minute.
Walk them through your process.
Right.
How did you identify the problem? What steps did you take to fix it? Did you have to improvise with limited resources?
The guide suggests highlighting not just the technical solution, but also your communication skills.
Right.
Did you keep the performer informed?
Yeah.
Did you reassure them and the production team? Those details matter.
Absolutely. It shows you're not just a skilled craftsperson,
Right.
but also a calm and collected professional who can handle stressful situations with grace.
Okay, let's tackle a question that's become especially important in recent years.
Okay.
How do you ensure you are following industry best practices for hygiene and sanitation?
This is non-negotiable.
Right.
Especially when you're working with hair and coming into close contact with performers.
Right.
Hygiene and safety are paramount.
So how do you answer this without sounding like you're reciting a textbook?
By making it personal.
Okay.
Talk about your specific protocols.
Okay.
Do you sterilize your tools after each use?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a dedicated workspace that you keep meticulously clean? Do you use disposable gloves and masks when appropriate?
The guide emphasizes the work environment section,
Okay.
which mentions protective gear. That's definitely worth mentioning.
Right.
As it shows you're aware of industry standards and take them seriously.
Exactly. And you can even talk about how you stay up to date on the latest hygiene guidelines.
Okay.
Maybe you attend workshops or webinars on sanitation practices specific to wig making.
That shows a commitment to continuous learning.
Yes.
And a genuine concern for the well-being of yourself and those you work with.
And remember, RoleCatcher can provide even more insights into this topic.
Okay.
They have a whole section on hygiene and safety best practices.
Right.
And their AI can even tailor your answers based on the specific requirements of the role you're applying for.
It's like having a virtual health and safety consultant in your pocket.
Exactly. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground so far.
We have.
But there's one more crucial element we need to discuss. Your portfolio. So your portfolio is like your highlight reel.
Oh, yeah.
A chance to show off your artistry and craftsmanship.
Right.
In a way that words just can't capture.
So what makes a wig and hairpiece maker's portfolio stand out?
Yeah.
What should it include?
High-quality photos are a must.
Okay.
Showcase a range of pieces that demonstrate your versatility. Include close-ups to highlight those intricate details, and shots of the wigs and hairpieces on performers to show how they elevate the overall look.
So it's about telling a visual story of your work.
Exactly. Think about the narrative you want to create.
Cool.
Maybe you specialize in historical wigs or avant-garde hairpieces for theatrical production. Let your portfolio reflect your unique strengths and style.
And presentation matters too.
Oh, for sure.
You could have a physical portfolio, an online gallery, or even a video reel showcasing your work in action.
And if you're using RoleCatcher, you can link your portfolio directly to your profile.
Oh, cool.
Making it super easy for potential employers to see your skills in action.
It's like a digital showroom for your talent.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
But before we wrap up, let's talk about one final crucial element.
Okay.
Confidence.
Ooh, yes.
Confidence can make or break an interview.
It really can.
It's about believing in your skills, owning your expertise, and presenting yourself with poise and authenticity. But how do you exude confidence when you're feeling nervous or unsure? Any tips?
Practice is key.
Okay.
The more you rehearse your answers, the more comfortable you'll feel.
Right.
And RoleCatcher's AI-powered video practice tool can be a game changer.
Oh, wow.
It analyzes your delivery, your body language, even your tone of voice.
Interesting.
Giving you personalized feedback to help you polish your presentation.
It's like having a virtual mirror reflecting your best self.
Exactly. And remember, preparation breeds confidence.
Okay.
You've done your research,
Yep.
practiced your answer, and crafted a stunning portfolio.
Right.
Now it's time to shine.
So as you walk into that interview, remember, you've got this.
Yes, you do.
You're not just a wig maker. You're an artist,
Right.
a collaborator, a problem solver, and a professional.
And with the insights from RoleCatcher and the tips we've discussed today, you're well equipped to showcase your talent and land that dream job.
We hope this deep dive has been helpful and empowering.
I think so.
Now go out there and rock that interview.
You got it. All right, so we talked about answering those tough questions, showcasing your skills, and even navigating those tricky hygiene protocols.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about the visual proof.
Okay.
Your portfolio.
Yeah, the portfolio, it's like your highlight reel.
Exactly.
A chance to show off your artistry and craftsmanship in a way words just can't capture.
Right.
So what makes a wig and hairpiece maker's portfolio stand out? What should it include?
High-quality photos are a must.
Okay.
Showcase a range of pieces that demonstrate your versatility.
Okay.
Include close-ups to highlight those intricate details and shots of the wigs and hairpieces on performers to show how they elevate the overall look.
It's about telling a visual story of your work, right?
Exactly. Think about the narrative you want to create. Maybe you specialize in historical wigs or avant-garde hairpieces for theatrical productions.
Right.
Let your portfolio reflect your unique strengths and style.
And presentation matters, too.
Right, for sure.
You could have a physical portfolio, an online gallery,
right,
or even a video reel showcasing your work in action.
And if you're using RoleCatcher, you can link your portfolio directly to your profile.
Oh, nice.
Making it super easy for potential employers to see your skills in action.
It's like a digital showroom for your talent.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
But before we wrap up, let's talk about one final crucial element.
Okay.
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence can make or break an interview.
It really can.
It's about believing in your skills, owning your expertise, and presenting yourself with poise and authenticity.
For sure.
But how do you exude confidence when you're feeling nervous or unsure? Any tips?
Practice is key.
Okay.
The more you rehearse your answers, the more comfortable you'll feel.
Okay.
And RoleCatcher's AI-powered video practice tool can be a game changer.
Oh, wow.
It analyzes your delivery, your body language, even your tone of voice, giving you personalized feedback to help you polish your presentation.
It's like having a virtual mirror reflecting your best self.
Exactly. And remember, preparation breeds confidence.
Okay.
You've done your research, you've practiced your answers, and you've crafted a stunning portfolio.
Yeah.
Now it's time to shine.
So as you walk into that interview, remember you've got this.
You do.
You're not just a wig maker.
Right.
You're an artist, a collaborator, a problem solver, and a professional.
Absolutely. And with the insights from RoleCatcher and all the tips we've discussed today, you're well equipped to showcase your talent and land that dream job.
We hope this deep dive has been helpful and empowering.
Me too.
Now go out there and rock that interview.
Good luck.